What's up guys, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel where we talk about money and mindset as well as my family's own journey to pay off six-figure student loan debt. So if you like videos like that, then make sure you hit that red subscribe button down there. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I guess I also make videos about occasionally TTC, pregnancy, infertility. I used to make videos all about that on my channel, and after I got through infertility and had a successful pregnancy, I did switch to personal finance content, and now I do a little bit about like fertility and pregnancy stuff now that I was trying for baby number 2 and I'm pregnant, but I'm really more focused on personal finance stuff. So I thought this video was a nice marriage of the two concepts because we are talking about how much money I've spent on the first half of pregnancy. So I am just about 21 weeks right now, and I have not spent that much on pregnancy thus far, and that's very, very different from baby number 1. And there's two big differences. Well, there's a lot of big differences. One is we are on a debt-free journey and I've completely changed my spending habits. And so I am going super minimal with everything. The second thing is I am no longer working full-time in an office setting. I was working as an attorney at a law firm, and so I needed like maternity business attire, like suits and stuff to go to court. So that was very pricey the first time around, and now I work from home doing YouTube and I watch my daughter full time, which is amazing. Such a dream come true, and I don't need the same type of maternity clothes. So there have been a lot of cost savings this time around, and yeah, I'm going to go through exactly what I've spent so far, and I'm also going to point out a couple things that I didn't have to spend money on because I bought them for my first pregnancy, and so they are things that I saved and have been able to reuse. All right, so the first thing I have purchased for pregnancy is belly butter. This is like an essential for putting on your stomach. It's just as your belly grows, not only are you prone to stretch marks, but it gets very itchy because the skin is so tight, and so belly butter really alleviates a lot of discomfort, and it's questionable whether it avoids stretch marks, but I don't think it hurts. So I have purchased 1 tub of belly butter so far because I did get one for Christmas. So the one I purchased was the Honest Company belly butter. It was $18 for a 4-ounce tub. And for my prior pregnancy, I had gone with the Burt's Bees Mama Bee belly butter, and that is only like $13 for a 6.5-ounce tub. However, the Honest Company one is much thicker, and so I use less of it, whereas the Burt's Bees one is more like a lotion, and so I use a bigger scoop of it to cover my belly. So I don't know if the cost difference is really that significant, but the one I got for Christmas is the Burt's Bees one, and then I have purchased the Honest Company one because I couldn't find the Burt's Bees one at the time. Like, I didn't mean to try a new one. I really liked the Burt's Bees one, but the Honest Company one I really like as well. So I think they're both great. It depends if you like more of a cream or a lotion type consistency, but they're both like no scent, which is really good for the first trimester because in the first trimester scents will just make you nauseous. So yeah, I really like both of them, but so far on belly butter I've only spent $18. Next, prenatal vitamins. I purchased 2 bottles of prenatal vitamins. One was the Nature's Made brand, and it was a 90-day supply, and that's the one I used with my daughter the whole pregnancy, and that was $22.49. So I did then purchase a second bottle of it. However, it smelled and tasted awful. And then I looked at the reviews at Target where I had like purchased it from, and there were so many reviews within the last 30 days that said, I used to love this prenatal, and then I think they changed the formula because it really smells and is like really off-putting, and I felt the same way. So I thought maybe I got like a bad batch or something, but I don't know if they permanently changed the formula or they just changed it temporarily. But I returned that bottle. I couldn't stomach it, and I went with the 1-a-day prenatals. So those ones are actually quite a bit more expensive. The 1-a-day for $60 is $27, whereas the Nature's Made for $90 is $22. So they are more expensive, but they have like basically no odor, and I really like them. So whatever, I just went with those ones because those were the 2 types my Target had besides chewy ones, and I don't like the chewy ones because it's not always a convenient time to like go brush your teeth once you're taking a prenatal. I don't like having to have to do that if I've already like brushed my teeth for the night because I take it right before bed. So yeah, those are the ones I went with, and I'm really happy with them so far. So I did spend a total so far of $50 on prenatal vitamins, and I will have to repurchase them at least a few more times, obviously, because I'm only halfway through pregnancy. Next, I have spent $86, well, $106 on maternity clothes, 86 of which was at Old Navy, and I got 5 bottoms. So I got 2 pairs of maternity leggings, that I know I really loved from my prior pregnancy, and then one set of maternity leggings that was a new type that I also really like, and I will link all of them below if I can find them. And then I got a 2-pack pair of biker shorts that are maternity, because basically what I do now for my maternity wardrobe is I wear black leggings every single day, and then some sort of top with it, or like oversized sweatshirt or hoodie or something. At least at this point, like most of my normal tops still fit me that are baggier. And then I also have some maternity tops from my prior pregnancy. So not having to buy any sort of business attire or anything fancy, because we haven't been going to like a lot of events and things, and I'm just not a jeans person. So yeah, it's winter, it's cold. I just put on a pair of boots, leggings, and like an oversized top and my coat, and like that's my uniform every single day if I leave the house. And when I'm not leaving the house, it's just the leggings and like something comfortable on top, and that's it. So for the leggings, like I said, one type is the type that I used last pregnancy, and I had I think 3 pairs of those already, and so I bought 2 more. And they are the type that go all the way up to like above your bump, and they have an elastic band at the top of the bump, and so they stay really well. So I really like those. And then the other type that I got, they're so comfortable, and they have like a fold over top, so they don't go all the way over the belly, but you can fold them down or fold them up. And I think they're going to be good for the first half of pregnancy, or maybe like the first 2/3 of pregnancy. They're still comfortable, but I don't think they're going to be that great for the end of pregnancy because they don't go up so high. So I feel like they might not stay as well and like be comfortable on the bump, but they are fold over, and I think they may be good for postpartum too, because I feel like they're good for a smaller bump, and postpartum you have a small bump for quite a while depending on your body type. So yeah, I think they're gonna be good. I might even just be able to wear them like not as maternity leggings. We'll see how loose they are at that point. But yeah, so those were the bottoms that I bought at Old Navy, and I'm really happy with all those. And then at Target, I just bought 2 maternity tanks. I again had several of these from my last pregnancy. They are just basic tanks. I had them in black, white, and gray, and I got I think 1 more black and 1 more white. And I just, with my leggings, I just put those on, and then whatever thing I'm wearing over that, and that way no matter what like top I'm wearing, even if it's a little shorter, everything's covered. Like I'm not having like skin peeking out, which is not the end of the world, but it's winter here and it's very cold, and I don't want to be cold while I'm pregnant when I'm out in public. So that is all the maternity clothes that I've bought. And so I am using a good amount of maternity clothes for my last pregnancy of like casual stuff that I had. I think I had maybe like 6 or 7 pairs of maternity leggings, and then a bunch of tops and some dresses and stuff, which I'm not wearing right now, but over summer I expect to enjoy those dresses. When it's hotter, I want something that's more like light to wear. And then obviously the biker shorts I'm really excited about for the spring and summer when it's warmer. So there is one hack I just want to tell you guys. I have not been buying as many maternity clothes and tops. Like I said, I'm trying to save money. And so one thing I've done with some of my looser fitting shirts is I just tie them up like at the top of the bump and do like a little knot, and it actually looks super cute because you've got like a little crop top over the bump look. And I find that tops that cinch in at the top of the bump are super flattering, and like things that just hang or like are tight all around aren't as flattering. I mean, they're flattering, but like I think it's just a really cute look to have something cinched right at the top of the bump. Something about it like just I think is so cute. So I'll actually put a little picture in here. I did the other day with a shirt I was wearing, and I'm like, this is adorable. I love it. And I didn't have to spend any money on a maternity top. I just used my leggings and was comfortable for the day and had a cute little outfit. So that's a little hack you can do with some of your normal non-maternity clothes that are maybe a little bit baggier and have room to tie a knot, so you can take advantage of those and you don't have to worry about how long they are or if they're like hitting in the right place on your bump. You can still use them into your later parts of your pregnancy. So in total for clothes, like I mentioned, $106 on maternity clothes so far. Next, I spent $26 total on pregnancy tea. I got this one from Target. It's $12.99, and then I repurchased it once. This is morning sickness, nausea, anti-nausea tea, whatever. It was such a lifesaver in the first trimester. Like I used it with my daughter when I was pregnant the first time, and I used it again for this pregnancy, and it really, really helps. And nothing can really get rid of the nausea completely when you're super nauseous in the first trimester, but this went a long way. So every single morning, like first thing when I woke up, I would drink this tea in the first trimester, and it just like was such a lifesaver. So definitely recommend it and was money well spent. Next, I got some Preggy Pops, I think they're called, from Target, and they were $5. And this was a little bit of a waste of money because I used something similar to this, I think it was a different brand, when I was pregnant with my daughter, and they did really help a lot. But the problem is this time is that I'm doing Invisalign, and so sucking on a sucker for a long period of time, like I have to take my Invisalign out to do, and it's just not practical because I need to keep them in like 22 hours a day. I did use them a couple times when it was really, really bad, and I popped out my Invisalign and like used some of them in the first trimester a couple of times, but it came with way more than I could ever use, and so it was only $5, but I didn't end up using them the way I thought I would because I kind of forgot that the Invisalign would interfere with that. So I would recommend them. I think they're really helpful. And if I wasn't using Invisalign, I would have definitely used them all, I think. But because of that, I didn't really use them. But yeah, $5 on those. All right, the next thing I purchased was aloe vera for $5. And this was not for what you may think. I actually got it because I have a fetal heart Doppler, so it can find the baby's heartbeat, just like when you go into the OB for your checkup and they like want to put that little thing on your belly to check the heartbeat. I got a home one that I can use, and it came originally with ultrasound cream that you need because it doesn't work if you don't have like the gel. It just won't detect it. You need the gel to like have the sound go through it. It's kind of interesting that happens. But anyway, so I had purchased the Doppler with my first pregnancy and I wanted to reuse it, but I was out of the gel. And so I did a quick search and found a YouTube video that said, hey, don't spend money on the expensive ultrasound cream. You can just get aloe vera, and it does the same exact thing. So I spent $5 on a giant thing of aloe vera. It's like more than I'd ever need. I used maybe like, I don't know, a tenth of it to check the heartbeat a couple times when I was just feeling like nervous about the pregnancy and wanted some reassurance. And I'll probably use it a couple more times throughout the pregnancy, but now I'm starting to feel the baby move, and so I get reassurance from that as well, so I don't have to rely on the Doppler as much. But yeah, I had the Doppler from before, so I will link the one that I have below. I really like it. I think it's great. I don't think it was super expensive. I want to say it was around like $60, but if I can find it, I'll link it. And then I spent the $5 on a thing of aloe vera so I could continue using it. All right, the next thing that I purchased for pregnancy is like kind of a half thing for pregnancy. So basically, I got a special toothpaste that my orthodontist recommended because during pregnancy, you tend to have more issues with your mouth and your gums, and it's just everything's more sensitive. And then also with the Invisalign, you can be more prone to like having issues with your gums, like gingivitis and stuff. And so she actually used this toothpaste during her pregnancy and she recommended it, and I really, really like it. So it's more pricey than the toothpaste that I would normally use, but it is really, really good. And I honestly like think I might keep using it postpartum because it just like your mouth just feels so fresh when you use this toothpaste. Like it's just a really great toothpaste. So, and I went to the dentist yesterday and she said my gums look awesome and like everything in my mouth looks really healthy. So that was really reassuring to hear that the dentist said everything's looking good, because I was nervous between like pregnancy and Invisalign how my mouth was gonna do. And I definitely think this toothpaste has helped because it's just like something about it. It feels like it's really doing something different in your mouth. So anyway, I spent $14 on 2 tubs of this toothpaste, and actually, right now it has a Target offer for $3 off if you buy it in store. It's only $7, so that would bump it down to $4. So I think I'm gonna go pick up a couple more since I know I'm gonna be using it. So a total of $14 on those 2 toothpastes. And then the last thing that I'll include on this list, which is really a non-expense, but just I felt like it was important to mention because it is an expense for a lot of women in the first half of pregnancy, and that is medical costs. So far I have paid $0 in medical costs for this pregnancy, and that is largely due to really good insurance where every prenatal, like normal routine prenatal visit is covered with no deductible and no copay or anything. So I'm very fortunate and very grateful to have good health insurance for this pregnancy, and also for the fact that nothing abnormal has gone on that required me to seek like extra prenatal care that would not have been covered under the routine exams and visits and testing and everything. I did have one medical issue. It was not, well, it was maybe caused by pregnancy. Like if I wasn't pregnant, it wouldn't have happened, but it's not exactly pregnancy related. I had an issue with one of my toes, with my big toe, and I had to go to a podiatrist, and I haven't been billed for that yet. So it's kind of like semi-pregnancy related, but I haven't been billed for it yet. So I'm not counting it in this like first half of pregnancy expense video. And also I know that for delivery there will be costs. Like last time I did pay some bills for labor and delivery that wasn't like totally covered, and I'm confident the same thing will happen again this time. Our insurance is slightly different, but yeah, I'm expecting there to be some costs in the second half of pregnancy for sure. So total costs for this pregnancy so far have been $224. So again, I think that's really low for like half of your pregnancy, 4.5 months of pregnancy, halfway there, weeks 0 through 20, I've spent $224 on pregnancy. So I'm really, really proud of myself that I haven't given in to any of those. Like there's so many products out there that they try to sell you as soon as like the algorithms find out that you're pregnant. There's so many different things that get thrown your way for ads. And there's a lot of great products out there, but I tried to stick to the basics and just get what I absolutely needed and minimize my costs for pregnancy. Also, because this is my last baby, I don't plan to have any more kids. I really didn't want to spend a lot on like maternity clothes or other things that I might not use again. So yeah, I've been motivated by that. And then also I did want to mention there are a couple things that I had previously. So I mentioned that I had some maternity clothes that I've been reusing. I mentioned the baby Doppler. The two other things that I've been using from my last pregnancy that I did not have to repurchase because I saved are, one, this pillow that's called the Hiccapop pillow. It's this little wedge pillow, so I don't really like those big pregnancy pillows. They don't work for me. I just don't find them super comfortable. But this pillow is just a little wedge that goes under your belly, and so I just put like a regular pillow behind me and this pillow under my belly, the Hiccapop under my belly, and that is pretty comfortable for sleeping, and it's a way less expensive pillow than the big maternity pillows. So I will link that for you guys if I can find it. And then the other thing that I didn't have to repurchase was these under the bump underwear that I got. So as your belly grows, your normal underwear may not fit comfortably around the waist because your belly is just goes so low depending on what style underwear you wear. So I got these under the bump underwear and they are so comfortable, and I had got a bunch of pairs before and then I had saved them. So I'm reusing those, and I'm just really glad that I had those because just now in the last couple weeks, they've been like really nice to switch to those. And it's just very comfortable at a point in pregnancy where you start to like get the beginnings of feeling uncomfortable. So again, I will link those for you guys if I can find them. But yeah, those are things I have been using the first half of pregnancy, how much money I've spent. So if there's any essentials that you have used for the first half of pregnancy and you couldn't have lived without that I didn't mention, comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys feel are the essentials that are worth spending money on for pregnancy. I will be doing a part 2 of this video for weeks 20 through 40. I'm going to keep track of everything I spend money on for the second half of pregnancy, and I will update you guys on how that goes. I'm sure the number will be higher for the second half of pregnancy than it was for the first, just because of the medical bills alone. But that's okay. You go into it knowing there are costs that you're going to incur as part of being pregnant and having children, and that's just part of the deal. So we try to budget for it the best we can and keep costs as low as we can. So that is it for today's video. If you like this video, as always, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, then hit that red subscribe button down there. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.